One of the most pitiable things in life is seeing someone who is so full of gems yet looks so ordinary. Someone who is so full of several qualities and a lot of competencies not being able to present themselves in an admirable way. Well, as someone who has mastered the art of selling himself so well, in this video, I'm going to be telling you 4 proven ways to sell yourself effectively. So you have no other choice but to join me. So hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Olushola, and if it's your very first time listening to me or very first time coming across any of my videos, where have you been? Probably under a rock. Well, it's never too late. It's a good time for you to kindly click the subscribe button and also turn on post notifications to ensure that you'll be the first to see any of my videos. So hi guys, it's been a long time. I missed all of you on YouTube. I've just been posting shorts. Well, it's time for longs, a proper YouTube video. You've been clamoring for it. Here we go. So without further ado, here are 4 proven ways to sell yourself effectively. Number 1. Understand your core competencies. I cannot emphasize this enough. Neither can I talk about it too much. It will not matter what you have until you know what you have. This is very important. It can be akin to a case of a man who's lived his entire life a pauper, only for him to at his deathbed realize that his progenitor, his parents, or the family he came from apparently left a massive treasure for him that he did not discover all of the years of his life. Well, that's how a lot of people have actually been living. You're so full of great qualities, so full of admirable qualities and competencies and so many things, but you are yet to fully express that amount of potential that you have. So it is impossible for you to effectively sell yourself if you do not know exactly what to sell. It is impossible for you to communicate value if you do not understand how valuable you are, which simply means that the very first step to effectively selling yourself is actually self-discovery. You need to understand the parameters and the boundaries of your strength. It also will involve some form of self-awareness. Who am I? What do I do better than almost anyone? What's my vantage point? What are the things I'm great at? Who am I really? What are my core competencies? What are my strengths? This will actually go a long way in helping you. So you must first and foremost take stock. What are the things people admire about me the most? How about instead of focusing on my insecurities and the things that I perceive as weaknesses, I begin to understand my strengths and then shine the light on my strengths more than anything else. Because whether you like it or not, people come to you and pay you for the value that you have on offer, and your value is not your weaknesses. No, your value has got to be your strengths. So you must understand your core competencies. Okay, are the core competencies maybe physical? Are they intellectual? Are they maybe emotional? Or are they a blend of all of these things? Okay, you're tall, dark, and handsome. Whether you like it or not, it's a strength. You're a beautiful lady, it's a strength. You got an amazing smile, it's a strength. These things come into play when you're selling yourself. That's for the physical. Let's go intellectual. Is there something that I know that many people do not know? Is there a skill that I have that many people do not have? Am I fantastic and great at something that most people do not have the opportunity to be able to imbibe? All of these and more are strengths. But it is impossible for you to ever sell yourself if you are not aware of the strengths that you have. So the first thing I'm going to say is self-knowledge is the foundation upon which the communication of your value has to be built upon. So understand your core competencies. Number 2, you must showcase these core competencies confidently. It is one thing to know how great you are. It is another thing for you to be able to show people that greatness. People don't pay you for your potential. People pay you for the potential that is already kinetic, which means your potential that is already at work. So for example, if you're a fantastic singer, it will not matter how well your baritone or your alto or soprano powers can cover. If people do not know it, no one's going to pay for it. Also, it will not matter how fantastic you are at singing. If you sell yourself in a timid way, people will buy in the most timid fashion. So you must look the part. It is one thing for you to be good at something, another for you to look the part and act like somebody who is good at that. It is one thing that people have called personal branding. Personal branding is simply projecting your strengths to people. This is very important. So you must look the part. You must see, one of the major things that a lot of people grapple with are elements of imposter syndrome. Am I as good as I really say I am? Well, truthfully, one thing is, almost every high flyer and good achiever actually many times second guesses themselves. So second guessing won't be unique to you. You won't be the first person to ever think that they are unqualified for something. Well, many times it's actually even an advantage because it actually helps you work even more and more and more on yourself. But listen and listen well. There's also a negative aspect to it because whether you like it or not, some people believe that they are never good enough, and that's wrong. Whether you like it or not, you are good enough if you've applied yourself to improving in specific areas. But there's no better way to know how good enough until you present yourself as somebody who can walk in the shoes of someone who is qualified. So you must go all out. You must present yourself as somebody who is, worthy of being heard. You must present yourself as somebody who is great enough and skillful enough to meet a particular demand. So yes, it is one thing for you to know your core competence, another thing for you to sell yourself confidently, portray it confidently, look the part, dress the part, smell the part. Listen and listen well. A lot of people say packaging is not good. It's the content of the container that must be priority. Well, ladies and gentlemen, no one will know the content of the container until they've seen the beauty of the container itself. So you must many times also understand that men look on the outward. It is God that sees the inside of your heart. Except if in your dealings with man, God is always involved in seeing. Listen and listen well. Men will only see what's on the outside. So you must make sure that how you look portrays what is inside. Listen and listen well. People will see the painting of a house before they see the interior decoration. There's a reason it's called the interior. Exterior attracts people to the interior. So you must confidently. So your confidence, how you look, your outlook, these are the things that portray your exterior in a very lovely fashion. So what I want to tell you to do is, no matter how skillful you are, you need to learn specific things. Speak confidently. Talk confidently. Don't look down. Shake people and look them in the eye. Smell well, dress well. All of these and more will help you actually command the respect that you desire. Number 3, quick point, be authentic. I can't emphasize this enough. Be authentic. Be authentic. Listen, being authentic simply means being true to oneself. In a world where a lot of people have ideals, in a world where a lot of people want to become or look like specific people, you need to understand that imitation many times helps you get lost in the crowd. As a human being, you are unique. Your looks are your uniqueness. Your voice is your uniqueness. No two people with the same knowledge will ever talk the same way. We all have different mannerisms. Olushola is Olushola. I am Olushola. You can never be Olushola. No matter what you think you know or how you act. I have my individual voice, same as you do. So you must be authentic. You must be authentic. It's okay to imitate and pattern your life after specific people, but in the midst of it, you must not lose your voice. You must be authentic because many times people can actually sense fakeness from afar. You must be authentic. You must be somebody who is trying to be you in the best way, still portraying himself with as much confidence as possible. Authenticity many times can be discerned. And people actually pay for authenticity because it's that personal exclusivity that stands you out and makes you a person of value. You're giving something in a way that another person will not. And that's beautiful and brilliant. So you must be authentic. And finally, number 4, network like a pro. Yeah, network like a pro. You see, The subject of networking is a very broad one, a bit broader than you think. A lot of people ask me, how do I network better? Well, first thing I always tell people is simple. Every single person you meet at the networking table is also looking for value. Yes, when people say, oh, I want you to mentor me, I want you to do this and this, well, every mentor is looking for a valuable mentee. Whether you like it or not, most relationships that are negotiated on the networking scale or networking table are actually symbiotic. You must have something you're bringing on board to catch up my attention and make me want to give you a shot at something. So learn to network like a pro. When networking, you've got a very short window to be able to sell yourself in the fastest way possible and make yourself look the most admirable way you can ever look. You know, it's something called the elevator pitch. Many times, the elevator pitch actually comes into play in networking also. In 30 seconds, you have my audience. What are you going to say that will make me want to know more about you? I always tell people, have an introduction. Like someone once put it this way, he said, if you don't have an introduction, you must be ready for a rejection. So you must have an introduction. I am this is what I have done, this is what I'm currently doing, and this is what I can do for you. Did you hear what I said? My name is Olushola. This is all I've been doing, this is what I'm currently doing or building, and this is what I can actually do for you. So that way I let you know that if you let me into your space, or give me an opportunity to bombard your vicinity, you know, you will be able to get as much value as I also will be able to get. So network like a pro. You know, we've crossed the fact that you must know your competencies. You must be authentic. You must do so confidently. Now, the final thing is you must learn to network like a pro. While networking, never always act like the person is doing you all the favor. Act like you are also giving something. You must look the part. Don't act desperate. Connect with people. When you get into any room, ensure that you position yourself in such a way that people would actually want to come. Wear a smile. Look good. Smell good. Sometimes your perfume could be the perfect conversation starter with someone you've been looking to get. A high net worth individual could actually just like your shirt and want to have a look at it or want one for himself. And you say, you know what? I'm going to send one to you. Can I have your address and your phone number? And that's where you're actually going to start. So listen, it is possible to sell yourself effectively. But in all that you do, maintain your authenticity. Understand that you are not a burden. You are a person of value. I hope that with these 4 steps of mine, you'll be able to position yourself for more impact in the midst of people. Thank you so much. And it's been so great bringing this your way. Hold on. I gave you so much value. It's time for you to give me something in return. Click on the subscribe button. Now, do not stop there. Like this post so you can get a whole lot more people. Comment and share it with your friends. Till the next video, guys. It's been Olushola. Love you guys.